you know how
Go for it.
you know how everybody always talking about their truth now, right? Huh?
Yeah.
So does your truth equal the truth?
No way, bro.
Because like a lot of people like, oh, I'm living my truth, but nigga, you out here, homeless and shit. That ain't true. Really ain't true. Like, but you get what I'm trying to say though.
Yeah, people make up their own definitions of what is true, and then after a while, if you keep saying that that's your truth, then you really, really believe it.
Yeah, because they say we got more than two sexes. That's true to some people.
Well, the way I understand it, there's only two sexes, but there's multiple genders. That's whatever.
Okay,
people
so
make
I got
up.
it wrong. So yeah, they saying we only got two genders though. Do we got more than two genders? Your opinion. Okay, this all opinion based. Your opinion based. We're gonna go opinion. Because we don't want nobody to get on our ass talking about
That's what I'm laughing at. Like you want to smoke with these people.
The smoke with what? That's an actual fact though.
I mean, I'm for the smoke too. I'm just like I'm for it too because this stuff is out of hand now. You know what I mean?
But it's actual facts though.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
Because you're sitting up here saying that, you identify as this or that, but that's your truth, but that's not the truth.
Yeah, I think to answer your question, there is a difference. There is an individual truth and there is the truth.
But when did this stuff really actually start happening though? When did all these labels just start coming around and doing around and whatever?
I don't know, bro. I mean, it's always been a practice, I think. I mean, as technology develops, stuff, as technology advances, people's opinions about things change and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But in terms of it really being political and social conversation, it's been within these past like 5-10 years, bro.
And I was telling somebody that at first, because you remember how, like back in the day, it was like you had a threesome, you had two girlfriends, you probably had two husbands.
Yeah.
It wasn't no polyamorous Polynesian sauce stores, or it wasn't no Chick-fil-A sauce that, or it wasn't like it wasn't all these labels for stuff. It was just that, oh, you got two girlfriends,
Right?
Oh, you got two wives, or you got two husbands,
Right?
Or you got two of this. It wasn't, I'm a polyamory cisgender applesauce with bananas. It wasn't none of that.
You mean a nutritious glizzy?
but you get what I'm saying though, right? It wasn't all of this stuff. Like they were just like, it's just like, to me, all these labels really just started coming, like you say, about 5 to 6 years ago.
Yeah.
That's when they really started trying to beat it in our head about, oh, that's not the right term for this. Oh, that's not the right term for that.
Yeah, and to the whole polygamy, polyamory thing, I think that part of it is putting a name on what was going on, right? But then I think one big difference in it is...
Damn, I smell good. My bad.
Me too. You see me?
Damn, I smell good.
But difference is whether or not they're all together. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's a guy and two women, the difference is a guy, the two women are the guy's separate girlfriends, whereas the word now, and I get them mixed up too sometimes, but the difference now is all three of them are a couple.
But it was like, it's like that sometimes. It used to have been like that too back in the day too. All three of them was a couple. All three of them sleep together. She sleep with her. She sleep with him. He sleep with both of those. They sleep with each other. They like, it's all different parts of things. But I don't know, man. That shit just make my head hurt. And I just be like, okay, whatever. And then people think you ignorant to it, but it's like, I'm not for to sit up here and go back and forth with you about what I believe and what I've been believing all my life since I've been on this earth. And you just starting to bring all this stuff along. We've been born in the 2000s. And now you finna tell me something like, you ain't lived it long enough.
So do you think that you can... do you think that the concept of you can't teach an old dog new tricks applies to what you're saying right now?
Ooh, I got a better question though. Your past. I think we talked about this, but I was thinking about it because you know how everybody always talk about, you know, that was in my past, I'm changed, right? But then, don't your past supposed to define some of the stuff? Don't we still gotta like make sure you ain't got all that shit still in your system no more or whatever like that? Because some things in your past can affect how you do things in your future, right?
1000%.
So why they always say don't dig up my past or that was behind me, that was in my past or whatever like that?
Because people don't want to be held accountable for what they did.
Because if you do something in your past, that shit can hunt you all through your whole life.
Yeah.
That shit can stop you from getting access to things and stop you from getting bags and stuff from the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Now, some people might forget about it, but some people might be like, I can't rock with you because you did that.
1000%. And that's the whole point in a criminal record is for it to, and I'm just using criminal record for example.
Okay.
But you have a criminal record, it follows you.
Yeah.
Like what you do now determines your future, right? If I do something today, 5 years from now, it'll be 5 years in my past, but it'll still be on my record when I try to go apply for a job or when I go to certain areas and that area is sensitive to whatever it is that I did.
Yeah.
It follows you. So yeah, your past follows you.
So all we gotta take all that in account.
I mean, I want to. I mean, I do. I have conversations with people when I ask questions. I'm a curious person, right? Like some people say I'm you can say I'm nosy, right?
Yeah, you're very nosy. He white.
Whatever the case.
Yeah.
I mean, I ask questions, and if you don't want me to know whatever it is that I'm asking about, then you just say, I'd rather not talk about it.
Hey, well, I'm one of them ones. Mind you about that, ain't none of your business, bro. I'm one of them ones that say that shit. The people be looking at me crazy, too, like, damn, yes, I just said that. Mind your fucking business. None of your business.
Well, couldn't somebody that, let's just say you're talking to, hypothetically, you're talking to a lady, right? You're interested in her.
Mm-hmm.
You ask her about her past.
Mm-hmm.
She say that's none of your business.
Okay, well, I know what I'm finna do with you then.
I'm scared to ask what is it.
We already know what it's gonna go. If I can't get no kind of feedback in that, because I'm gonna give you what my past is, but if you say that, okay, now you gotta deal with the consequences that come with that in the future. That's the consequence. You just said what you said. Uh-huh. Now that's the consequence. Now, I'm not gonna really take you that serious. It's not gonna be like, oh, you can be my lady, you can be my wife, you can like get the key to the crib and you can actually get access to certain things. No, we're gonna treat you accordingly. That's it.
Oh, I mean, yeah, and that's what I'm. When I hear that, and I only hear people trying to ignore the past. I only hear that from women.
But they be confused about a lot of things. They be like this whole movement, right? Everything is cool when it benefits them, but when you come to things that's gonna take something from them, they're like, oh no, we weren't talking about that. Like everything's supposed to be equal, like, right? We always talk about equal.
Yes.
And people gonna sit up here and say, oh, you crazy, that's not look, but I use the same thing. If a woman hits me, y'all won't say nothing in this room, period.
I would try to.
You would probably say something because we already talked about it. But 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna say anything. A lot of men not gonna say nothing.
A lot of people be like, "Ooh, celebrate."
Asking you what you do to make her react like that.
Yeah.
But the minute I haul back and hit her back, y'all gonna whoop my ass. Y'all want to jump on me. Why is that? You can say we're physically ability over them. You can say we're more stronger. So why did all this equal shit come from then? So if all these things that you say, if I can't hit her back, what the fuck is equal then? What equal are y'all talking about?
Well, that's where that movement. I'm nervous to say that word because I think YouTube has bots about it. So the lady movement, whatever. That's where they jump back and forth on their principles.
But you can't though. When you talk about equal things, we have a podcast. We're all equal partners.
Yeah.
So if we talk about light-skinned things, you're more equal than me, Jerry Day, and me and Simon Day. You're more equal because you're way lighter than us. So you get the hand up in the equal. You get the extra 2-3% or whatever to override all us.
No.
Because you're light-skinned.
Because I mean, shoot, that's not equal.
That's what I'm saying.
But I get your point. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Point. Like you can't sit up here and say equal, but it's only equal when it participates to your whatever you got going on, when it benefits you, that's when it's not equal. But when it don't benefit you, that's when you're like, oh, I thought we were equal. No, you got to either have it. It's either or.
Yeah, they want all the benefits.
Yeah, but
they want all the benefits.
Hey man, we always go in that conversation, and that could just be a rabbit hole. It
is a rabbit hole because it's when it comes to ladyism, I'll say
ladyism.
that
Femininity,
the femininity movement,
toxic femininity.
That's what it's turned into, bro. That's what it's turned into with this generation of femininity, ladyism. It's turned into we are superior to you, so you come second to us.
Y'all want to hear a quick story? So I did an open mic last night, and I don't know, white people get a little weird when it comes to comedy. They like dark comedy. So the one girl was saying it was just not a great night for comedy. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really people paying attention, and she was trying to get people attention by letting everybody know she had got raped, and we was like, okay. Like, and she was like, no, I got raped in the last comedy community I was in. It wasn't here. Woo, woo. But she used that as a sword and shield for her being able to attack everybody in the room, and couldn't nobody say nothing to her because she got raped. And I'm like, she better not have tried that with me because that would have been the forefront of the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, it's bad. It's fucked up. I don't wish rape on nobody.
It's a fact.
But to weaponize it, oh baby, I'll go with you. Like, like she destroyed this one dude while he was on stage, man. I mean, just
she was heckling them or
kinda. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And comics heckle a little bit different because they kind of just put tags on your jokes, and it's like, all right, I got this type shit. A drunk person is fine, but another comic knows the ins and outs. They know how to get into it. You know what I'm saying? Fucked up this dude's set, and I'm like, he couldn't really do shit. I'm like, she picked the right one because if it was me, I'd have went 10 toes down. I probably would have got banned from that place. But I'm like, all right, it happened to you. You ain't got to weaponize it though. You know what I'm saying? I understand you're a woman. Some men took heavy advantage of you. I apologize for that, but don't use it as a weapon. Don't put that out there, and then you become the toxic person in a room. And if I say anything to you, you bring up the fact that you got. I'm like, well, you still talking fine. Like, You should have. So you shut up.
Oh shit.
You might want to bleep that out, but I'm just saying. It's like just shut the fuck up. Like,
and let it go. Let it be.
Yo, she did that. Like, just held that out there. You know what I'm saying? I can say whatever, but you can't say nothing to me because I got. What?
No,
right. Yeah, and that's another thing that I noticed with that too. Like, you weaponize the fact that you're a woman, and when people say that, okay, just like you were saying, you're equal, you don't get special treatment because you're a woman. Just like in your example, right? Like you were saying, when it gets to a point where we're getting paid for the podcast, I shouldn't get extra pay because I'm light skinned. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
So you shouldn't get paid extra solely because you're a woman.
But you
solely
start it up, man. We keep going. We're gonna come back. Just start it up, then we're gonna keep going.
Welcome to another episode of the KNoWKi podcast. It's your man Spaces.
This is your boy Maul.
Jay Everyday ain't here right now, but
Soundman Dave is not either.
Maul, what's good, player?
Hey man, everything is great, man. Everything is groovy, man.
We didn't record last week. You gotta have something to report, bro. You gotta have something.
What you always talking about me for? Like, my life is not that.
Cause you don't be saying nothing in this part of the show.
Cause I was thinking about this the other day as I was going to my car.
See, he got something to report.
No, it's just I am a simple person.
Yeah.
I might, people might think it's extravagant this, but I am very, I don't need much to be happy. I like to do what I like to do. I like my things. I like this. I like that. But I'm not a high maintenance dude. I'm not need this. I don't need designer this to make me happy. I don't need all this. I'm just like what I like, and I can get fresh how I get fresh. I'm a simple guy. I'm not extravagant like that. I guess that's what makes me more interested, because people think I'm extravagant, but I'm really not. I'm just a simple guy, and I like what I like. got morals, got this, got that, and I am who I am, man.
Was that a thought that just popped in your head?
Yeah, because I always think about that. Because when you look on, you see family members, you see other coworkers, you see people in general, and you be like, what do you need that for? Or what do you need that? But it's not me. It's not my mind. I don't tell nobody how to spend their money because you tell me how to spend mine. That's the quickest way to get on my fucking nerves and get me to go off on you. You telling me how to spend my fucking money.
Yeah.
That I work hard for.
Yeah. While you're talking about that, you see how he shaking that left arm. You see?
I did not shake no left arm.
All that money heavy.
He doing like this. You know what I'm saying?
No, I just work hard.
I just
work hard. I don't know what they talk about. I just work hard. That's all I do. I just work hard.
Do you think there's a difference in working hard and working a lot?
Hell yeah. That's work harder, not smarter.
Which part of that question is working harder?
Working hard and working a lot is two different things. You can work hard at one craft and perfect it, or you can work a lot and not get nowhere.
That's true.
Work smarter, not
true.
harder. That's what it is.
But you can't work harder
and
smarter and still be like in the forefront. Because if you're working, to me, working hard and not progressing for something else is like, that's kind of crazy to me. Because if you're working hard at doing something, but you're not gaining something else or some experience, access that's going to unlock something further down the line, it's kind of stupidity to me. Because you know what I always say is like, a company showed you who they really was. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're not getting as much as you can from that company to benefit you down the long run, there's something wrong with you in my book. Because if a company offers you so many things and so much to give and so much to gain, they will pay for this, pay for that, and you're not taking advantage of some of those things, I'm kind of looking at you.
Yeah.
Because you can let them pay for some of these things and get you some of these skills so 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line, when they start moving like you don't like them moving no more, all right, I'm gone. I got enough information that y'all gave me. I can go start doing my own thing.
Yeah, and then, I mean, a lot of these companies, first of all, a lot of these companies are hiring. Second of all, a lot of these companies have promotion opportunities. You know, educational, let me say that, educational opportunities.
That's true.
Right? And a lot of these companies are out here struggling to find work, to find employees. They still got for hire signs, we're hiring signs, trying to incentivize people with the hourly pay in their windows and stuff.
That is true. Oh, yes.
And sign-on bonuses.
Yeah.
Like,
bro. Because what else?
Go ahead.
I'm going to piggybacking off what you're saying too, because somebody else was like, man, you always at work. Yeah, you just always working. You just always working. Nigga, you want me to be on the porch with you? The fuck you want me to do? Like, I don't get it. Like, shouldn't that's what I should be?
Yeah.
That's what you should be too, and get the fuck out the phone with me. Like, you need to be working too. Like, I don't know. I guess it's the Haitian in me. Like, people always say that's the Haitian in me. Like, I work a lot. I
mean, that's the difference. You know, wanting to get money is a mindset. It's a lifestyle, right?
It ain't even. It's just that, to me, things cost money. If you like to do things, like if you like I just talked about simple, but I still like to do things. I like to afford things. I like to buy things that I want to buy.
Yeah.
If I was really simple and dial back a lot of things that I like to buy, I don't have to work as much. But I like what I like, and I like the things that I like. I have to work a little bit to be able to afford those things and still afford my regular day of living too. Though.
Yeah.
So that's the thing too with people too.
I think that's the mindset, right? Like,
yeah.
do you want to just pay bills,
mm-hmm.
or do you want to be able to enjoy the money that you make?
Want to be able to enjoy life.
Yeah. We're saying the same thing.
Yeah, because you're gonna still need money to enjoy life. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Yeah, and it's getting more expensive.
That's true,
to be able to enjoy the money that you make at work.
That's true. You're right. That's true. So your week, how was your week?
Before I get to that, I do think that there's a difference between working hard and working a lot, or being at work a lot, because you can be at hours at work for 8 hours and physically do more work than somebody who was at work for 10 hours.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't. I'm gonna leave that conversation alone. Because I am kind of. No, I'm gonna go ahead.
But for my week. We didn't record last week, so I mean, what week before last? We didn't record for 2 weeks.
No, we did because me and you had that other episode that we did.
Yeah, let's skip 1 week.
Skip 1 week.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we skipped 1 week. Well,
because we got Juneteenth, and we argued back and forth like, oh, so why you ain't boycotting tomorrow? That's what I wanted to ask you too. That was a good question. Good thing you said that. Remember, you were talking about Juneteenth and why we need that. So why the hell do we need Independence Day?
It's the same thing, just a different.
Okay, so why? What we can be doing more things. So why are we celebrating that?
Because I don't have control over whether we a national holiday.
Oh, you don't have control over the white man holiday, but you was trying to give ours back though.
Yeah, because
he said yeah.
While we sitting here celebrating the dollar that the government is getting us, other people of other races are getting laws signed in protection of them.
That is 100% right. You was 100%. I don't have one thing to say about you about that.
Black people, air quotes, and putting on my J everyday hat, air quotes, black people have, according to what the books tell us, has been suffering for over 400 years, right? Mm-hmm. This whole Asian hate crime thing has surfaced recently, right? Within these past, let's just say, couple years.
That bill got signed so goddamn quick. Jesus,
so while we're celebrating Juneteenth, getting ice cream, some black, red, and green ice cream,
they ain't happy though.
Or chocolate, red, and green ice cream, whatever.
They were sold out.
Here's your holiday, but what about bills? What is being signed in protection of us? That's what I'm thinking about when I say that.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, so now I get it more clarity, because if you'd have said that then, I'd have more clarity.
Yeah. I thought about that after we got done talking about it.
When you said bills, I would have got you like, okay, yeah, you're right about that. Now I understand that, because you are absolutely right when you say about them signing bills and stuff like that. When it always come to us, they always have, oh, y'all need to go out and vote. Y'all need to vote.
Yeah.
Y'all need to vote. But when we put y'all in office, don't shit get signed and don't shit happen specifically for us. It's always a broad thing that happens. Even when we had a black president in that, didn't shit happen specifically for us? Okay,
yes.
Hoorah, we had the first black president.
Right.
Okay, hoorah.
Right.
It's a good thing. Beautiful thing.
2 terms.
Yeah, 2 terms. But what did he sign in for us though? Specifically for us, to help us out, to help us from stop, some of these things that's happening to us, from them doing certain things to us and them not really getting punished on a hard level. Like, shit, you can go by the insurrection that happened on June 6th.
Right.
The woman was out there saying that, bro, that everybody who got caught, they have not had haircuts. They have not been able to use the bathroom.
It's been inhumane treatment. I'm like, ain't that what jail is for? It's not supposed to be like a country club. It's not supposed to be, good. Yeah.
Hey, man, we can go about that all day, man.
But anyway, my week, right?
Yeah.
It was good overall, man. I made the decision to take on a mindset kind of like you, and just go ahead and bite the bullet and work more hours. I was like, you know what? Inflation is getting real. I got stuff that I'm trying to get out of debt. I'm highly, highly focused on that. I was even thinking about getting another job, but I decided to try to work more hours where I'm at before I add that extra headache of a whole new job. So working more hours there and getting more education there. And I haven't yet, but it's been recommended that I take managerial classes so I can get to that point.
And that'll always help you if you're going to business by yourself. You're not to manage some shit.
Yeah.
So that'll always help you there too.
So it's been good. I binge watched Stranger Things.
I ain't watch it, so I can't talk to you about it.
Come on, man.
It's just certain things that we're not going to click about. You're my homie. I love you to death. I love you. You know I love you.
Yeah, I love you
but
too.
It's just not going to happen that I'm going to watch certain shit, bro. It's not going to happen. I don't care what you say. It's not. I don't know what to tell you. What else you want me to tell you, bro? Like, I take your recommendations on a lot of things. We got to talk about some things after the podcast that we got to talk about. But it's just some things that I'm just not going to do. I'm going to just be honest with you. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to keep lying to your face. I'm just going to tell you. And what I tell you sometimes, like,
I ain't gonna watch that.
I'm not gonna
I ain't gonna watch it.
I'm not gonna lie to you and sit up here and pull your logo, show you. I'm not gonna do that.
I was salty about it, bro. I was salty about it because it was only 2 episodes, right? So they released like 6 episodes before, and then they said there were more episodes were going to be released. This essentially the date was this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
They released it. It only had 2 episodes. One was 1 hour and a half, and the other one was like 2 hours or 2.5 hours. Bro, I was salt and tea.
You was rich or saltine?
Bro, I was iodized salt, bro.
Iodized salt, damn, that's salty.
Bro, I stopped what I was doing. I looked. I'm like, two episodes. Like what? Whatever. But that was the only thing I really needed to report for this past couple weeks that I thought about. But I have a question for you. It's a this or that, which I kind of gave a this or that earlier, but this is the this or that.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather have money, or would you rather have relationships?
Relationships.
You ain't gonna entertain the thought a little bit?
Cause relationship is worth way more than money. I can have all the money in the world, but if I don't got the relationships to keep it growing and to keep it like me happy and to keep friendships and all that, it's not gonna mean anything. Cause you're gonna be the only one doing all the shit you're gonna do. You gonna have to bring people on,
Right.
to have fun, to put other people on. So I'd rather have a relationship. Like, we got a thing, I keep bringing back to the thing we're gonna talk about after this.
Yeah.
You putting me on to something that's gonna help me along thing. That's because
wait.
it's a relationship.
Yeah.
We talked about stocks. I
Yeah.
put you on the stocks because that's
Yeah.
a relationship.
Yeah.
So if we had money, you wouldn't know all those things. So I will take, like, most people would be like, oh, give me the money. I know I work a lot for the money, but give me the relationship. Because I'll always be probably employed. I always have homies that have my back. I always have, knowledge and wisdom and all that stuff. But I will take the relationship.
What would you rather have?
I agree. Relationship, money come and go. You can always make money. You can't make certain relationships happen.
Yeah.
People and personalities are one of a kind.
Yeah.
Unique to each individual.
Mm-hmm.
But money opportunities are endless.
Especially when they come organic. Like organic. You knew Will.
Yeah.
We came in organically, we started kicking off. Now we all know Will, we all cool with Will.
Yeah.
And everything is just moving along.
Yeah.
That's another relationship that we do. That it didn't cost us no money or nothing like that.
Right.
But the knowledge he knows, the knowledge we get back and all this and forth, it's just because of another relationship. And that shit can go tremendously. It can go like tenfold. Like we don't know where it can go. But just the relationship to talk to somebody and then it's organic. It ain't like, oh, this is my homie Will, man. Y'all gonna like him. No, it was organically. This Will, blah blah blah. This, he's to do this. You got another podcast. It's just organically grown.
Yeah, I agree. Because that's the exact kind of community that I want to have for myself, right? Like I want that relationship, that community of friends or community of influence where we all work off of each other.
Yes, that's a truth. And then it's always like, maybe I might be down on my luck. You got a job for me?
Right. That's exactly what I was thinking about.
Now I come work for you. I work twice as hard as for you because I know it's another black man. I know your business. I'm not gonna fuck up your business.
1,000%. Like for instance, I think I mentioned this before. I did mention it on the pod before when I was in Minneapolis and I was in the comedy club in the Mall of America. I was thinking like I could see Will on this stage.
Yep.
And I texted Will, "Have you ever been to Mall of America? They got a comedy club in here." You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
they
the
open up his eyes. So it's a drive away. He can probably start to get. All it takes is one big break, and he off the moon, and then we ain't gonna see him no more. We're gonna be 365 days.
We gonna
be like motherfucking like and then them comedians get different type of bag. People don't understand that. Them doing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 2 shows a night, sometimes 3 on Friday and Saturday. Them comedians is checking bags.
Yeah, definitely. But if my answer wasn't obvious, I definitely would choose. I think my relationships are my money.
Yeah.
Right, because just like what you just said, like a contingency plan. If I fall on hard times, and you got a business, I would definitely work twice as hard to make sure that I don't mess up your business.
That's a true fact. But I remember one time he was like, we was talking, and he was like, well, we was talking about money, right? He was like, money don't make you happy. I was like, shit, it's a mandatory question. I don't know about you, but money make you do things that you ain't never, not in the sense of doing bad things, but I'm talking about experience-wise. Like you can travel the world. You can see different parts of the country. You can see this beautiful earth that God has created.
Yeah,
upon us.
yeah.
So I get what you were saying.
I listen to actually, and I've actually crossed the line into that same line of thinking, right? Because my whole mindset about how I'm living life has changed, right?
What you mean?
Because you surround yourself by what you can relate to, right?
Yeah.
So if you're trying to be better at whatever it is that you do, then you're going to surround yourself by people that are doing whatever it is that you're doing. For instance, if I'm thinking about the only example that come to mind right now is being a comedian, right? When I use Will as an example. When he went to New York, did he go with a construction worker?
He could have. They could have built a comedy club and he could have just got on that stage.
Somebody just built it.
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you said. That was just bullshit.
Did he go with a plumber?
No,
He went with other comedians.
Yeah.
Right? So and that's the mindset that I have. I'm a part of a group now where it is a 1,000% a community where everybody helps everybody get to the next step. And bro, I can't even talk about how focused I am on trying to get to the next step in life. But it's because of the community, not because of the community, but the community definitely, the relationships I'm building help with that.
Is it a lot of blacks? No.
Yeah.
See, and then that's the thing where people be talking about, oh, black people don't help other black people.
It's because it's a mindset thing, right?
But it's because don't get mad at other people talking about blacks don't help other blacks because you struggle. That's like with women. Women call dude fuckboys. Don't get mad because your pussy is a fuckboy attractive. How you gonna get mad because you keep attracting fuckboys and you gonna call everybody else a fuckboy? The same with black people. If you keep falling in love or keep being around black people that's criminals, thieves, and that don't help you out, that's on you. That's who you attract. Yeah. That's you. Law of attraction.
Oh, wait, can I get a sidebar real quick?
Yeah.
You were saying like the pussy is a fuckboy magnet.
Yeah.
It's not really what you attract, is what you accept.
And that's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say.
You can attract shit. You open the door and let it in, then your house stink.
Yeah,
like, right. That's like, it's not what you necessarily what you attract, is what you allow yourself to be subjected to.
I say bullshit come to you every day. Now what you choose to let in is up to you. So you need to clear your fucking mind on what the fuck you keep letting the fuck boys fuck you for.
But then again too, it can be by mindset because I be around a lot of people that have jobs. They might try other people, but they don't try me like that. Because like you say, that's not what I'm going for. That's not what I'm about. They're not even going to come to me with that bullshit.
Yeah. So
I
think the community that I'm a part of, it's a mixed race. Predominantly, I would say predominantly black, maybe, but it's mixed with everything.
But, don't say it like that. No.
Everything.
but I get what you said. But I just don't like that when all people always talk about black people don't do this and do that and all this shit. And I'm like, bro, we hold each other to a different kind of standard, though, bro. Like, we just not gonna just accept any and everything. Like, you can come to me with an idea and I'll be like, well, it sound cool, but that ain't
right.
But we're gonna hold each other accountable though. We're not just gonna let you just go out there and be all willy-nilly. It's plenty of times we're like, oh, I need y'all advice.
Yeah.
And you came and you was talking to us and we like, okay, that's cool. But that's not right there.
See, the thing with me and the thing that I like about this community is, first let me say, I would love to, as I've mentioned before, I would love to have a community of black people that's working together to get to the next step, right? I love it, but I don't limit myself to that.
Oh, you want because you're not just gonna see, oh, he ain't black, I ain't letting him in. Oh right. No, if he got something that we can use, come on the board.
Exactly.
I get you on that. I feel you.
Exactly. I
feel you.
I base the people that I center around me on content of character, not color of skin.
I understand that.
So.
But my brother will still get the first nod though. Hold on.
Like Chris
get
Rock,
to the back of the ride.
Yeah, Chris Rock.
When you come back up here, if he ain't filled it and I don't like, you can join if you still want to join. But he get the first dibs though.
Yeah, Chris Rock had said that about affirmative action in one of his specials a long time ago. He was like, if a white man score higher on the test than a black man, then yes, the white man should get the job. But if a tie, fuck him.
So I actually came across this article, right?
Okay.
Speaking of inflation, we've been talking about the gas prices, right? Which I've noticed went down a little bit. Mm-hmm. Would you think so too, or did you notice it?
Bro, I stopped looking. Shit disappointing. Bro, I really didn't go nowhere last week because I was on vacation. So I ain't go to the gym or nothing like that either. So I just go back and forth to work. If I go back and forth to work, taking gas can damn near last me for a month. No bullshit. Now, I'm not over exaggerating or nothing.
I'll just say,
I'm gonna say, hold on. I don't know why the fuck I'm saying this shit. I don't know why. That's just the culture in me came out. I don't know why I'm gonna say that. No
that's
bullshit.
the name of this episode. I'm just put 4 asterisks.
but right, so I went to get some gas last night, right? And I went to Shells or whatever like that, and tell you my thing was half, and it was like the line just below the line above half. It still cost me $42 just to fill up for the rest of it. And that was what it cost me normally, and I take premium. That's what it costed me normally. I'm empty. So imagine if I let that shit go all the way down. I'm not coming to podcast. You would have been up here by yourself. Or I could have called in and phoned in. I would have did that shit on Zoom.
I had my phone right here.
Yeah, I just been talking.
I had you on Zoom right here, just
man,
like this.
That shit, man. This shit is ridiculous, man.
Camera can't see that.
Yeah,
I had you just like this.
That shit would have been ridiculous, man. This shit is, man. Look here, man. This shit is awful.
Have you started cutting out leisure expenses?
I already been started doing that. To me, it is. I can start something and I can be desperate about it, but I always veer off of it, and I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me.
What do you mean?
Like my gym and my working out, my eating habits, my spending habits. Like I could get some shit down, and I'm like, oh, it's doing this shit easy. And then I just fall off the rails and I start spending everything, doing everything back.
All it takes is one day.
That's what I'm saying, and it do this shit it happens to me every time. Then I can. Bro, you need to buckle down. I can do this shit all over again, and I can do the same thing. And I know I can do it, and I know I can get it down, but I always fuck up, and I got to really get on myself and stay on myself about this. And that's the only thing about it is I got to really, because I am a disciplined person, and I can do things, but it's just I fall off sometimes. I'm not perfect, God. I just fall off.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay.
Right? Because that's why I'm in the predicament now that I'm in.
Yeah.
Because how do I say it? I'm a habitual starter.
Yeah.
But
you're a habitual stopper too.
Right.
That's it. You're a habitual stopper too. But yeah, it's just learning yourself, and that's when you start learning things like that about yourself. That's when you open yourself up for unimagined growth,
bro.
Because you can really hold yourself accountable for things and not bullshitting yourself.
Bro, I'm in such a great mental space when it comes to spending and managing money.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting there.
Because I just literally made up in my mind that I'm not going to spend money unless it's a necessity.
Yeah.
Right? Like sometimes when I say necessity, I even mean food sometimes, right? Because for one reason or another, I might not be able to make a lunch. Mm-hmm. But when I do buy something, I make sure it's as healthy as possible, and I make sure it's as cheap as possible.
It ain't no fish sticks, is it? Hey, man, I ain't tell you the story. This Negro, right? This Negro, right? Say, man, I'm eating healthy. He said I'm making me a fish stick sandwich. He say, but it's not that. And then he showed us the stuff. I said, Negro, that's goddamn preservatives. Like, bro, how is that healthy?
Processed.
I said preservative. Yeah. Process. Y'all be knowing what I be, man. I'm country. I can't help that, man. But process.
Bro, I didn't even think about it, bro.
And he sit out there, bro, and he said it with so much conviction and confidence. Like, I'm eating healthy. I'm eating a fish stick sandwich. And he showed us the bread he was making it with the fish stick box. And me and Jay every day in the text like, nigga, you know that's not healthy, right? Yes, it is. I'm like, bro, that's processed. Like, what are you doing? Anybody that know this man know he's the smartest. But I looked at him like, you gotta be the dummies. Like, bro, what the fuck?
We all have our moments.
like, bro, fuck is you
That's
doing?
what it was, bro. I'm in tears.
Oh my god! And he's like, man, it was good too. It was healthy. I'm like, bro, you gonna try to grow a third arm, bro.
Oh my god, bro! I thought I was getting away.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Oh my god! I do talk the healthy talk, bro. But the goal
Fish sticks.
the goal is to eliminate as much as you can. It's not to completely. Well, my goal is to eliminate as much as you can, not to completely cut out.
And you are 100% right. But me, knowing who I am, and know how I'm a habitual stopper,
Yeah.
I gotta cut out. I can't be just tiptoeing the line and putting my toe over there. Because if you give me a toe or an inch, I'm gonna take like 2 miles. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna fuck it up. I'm gonna fuck up all my games that I got. I'm not lying. So I gotta just like be hard on myself and don't eat my broccoli, my rice, and my chicken.
Yeah.
Don't give me no bread. I mean, don't give me a time to give me some zebra cakes. I'm gonna eat the box. I'm not gonna just eat one. I'm not just gonna go to the store and buy some chips. I'm gonna get like mixed cereal chips. I'm gonna mix my salt and sour cream with some goddamn Flame Hots or some shit. Like, I'm not gonna just do one thing. I'm being honest though.
Yeah.
And I know myself. I'm not. So that's why, no, just don't bring it near me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna eat one cookie, especially if they're soft. I'm gonna go ahead and fuck them bitches up.
Those soft cookies
I'm
hit different.
gonna go ahead and warm the mugs up, be sitting on my computer by my desk, and I'm gonna fuck them motherfuckers up. And it is what it is.
That's
I'm
what
gonna go to the gym, and I'm gonna try to sweat all this shit out I just did.
Oh my god, bro, that was hilarious.
It's for real though. When you know yourself, that's why people be like, "How the fuck are you always so?" Because I know myself. I know who I am. I know all those things about myself, and it's like I'm not the person that sit up here and dwell on the past, sit up here and dwell about what I can't do, what I can't, because I don't stress over stuff I can't control. It's just me. People be asking me, I'm like, bro, this is just me. I can't explain it. I can't sit up here and go into detail. I'm me. I've always been me.
You think that's a lack of self-control?
What? What's
Like when you say, like for instance, your goal was to like get in the gym and get toned up, but you just said that you can if you get 1 inch, you'll take 2 miles.
Yeah, I can't control it, so I gotta just stop it. It's
stop.
just some
Okay.
people.
Okay.
Some people just like that.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
I get you.
they can do it in moderations. Me, nah, I'm not that.
Yeah.
Because when we going shopping, I'm like, I'm gonna spend like 100. Like, nah, the fuck you, nigga. You finna spend like 2,000-3,000. You finna go ahead and hit this card, and then you gonna go ahead and be like, man, I'm finna send y'all like 500, and I'll give y'all another 500 next week. And then I'll give us another 500. Then I'll go back and spend like another 1,000.
Who you giving this money to? Because you talking about giving 500 this week and 5.
No, I'm talking about the credit card company.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Paying the credit card bill.
Oh, okay.
What you think
I
I'm
thought
gonna
you
give
someone
you?
giving
I got a
to
family.
me. Hey, it sound like you got money.
No, you don't need it.
You got
You
the
work while I
spaceship
work.
outside.
Look, man, if you was hungry, buy you something to eat. I don't take care of grown people though, but I will get a motherfucker something to eat.
Yeah.
But I don't take care of grown people.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if you hit me up and I got it or whatever like that, I'm one of the ones that, and I'm not gonna trip on it, nothing like that. But one thing I will do now, this is my rule, and people know who know me. I will lend you some money, and you say you're gonna pay it back whenever you're gonna pay it back. Okay, cool. You don't pay it back, I'm not gonna harm you. I'm not gonna run you down. We still cool.
Yeah.
But when it come to bread, we're not. I don't give a fuck if you're on your deathbed. I don't give a fuck if you about to die and you need a couple dollars. Bro, I can't help you. You already had the opportunity, what you did to me.
Because if they die, they definitely can't pay you back, huh?
It don't matter. I just cut that off, though. Because I don't want my relationship with my friend, because a lot of people fall out about money. I'm never going to let
lot, bro.
anything, if we fall out, it's not going to ever be about no fucking money.
Yeah.
At my point. On my end.
Yeah.
Never. But now, I'm just not going to fuck with you when it comes to money no more.
That's what people need to start doing. Like, and this is one of the reasons why I had to really have to detox from social media, because everybody's teaching. I'm just gonna say everybody. Everybody's teaching everybody how to be lonely.
What you mean by that?
Teaching people, if they don't do this, if they don't do that, then cut them off. If they don't do that, then cut them off. If they don't text you back, call them off. If they don't call them back, cut them off. If they don't want to go out with you, cut them off.
Now, it is some red flags things that will just get you cut off immediately.
Oh yeah, there are definitely some things.
But when it comes, but I think they saying that is when at the beginning of a relationship. But you got to have communication, because like if say for instance if I was single and I'm out here and I'm dating and stuff like that, if I go a couple times without calling and texting you, I drive for a living and I gotta work. So, and to me, somebody that's more available to you is less attractive. Even with a woman. If a woman is more always at the drop of a dime, you can be like, come on, let's go out. And she don't got no, let me check this. It's like, why are you so damn available, bitch? You ain't no job. And just take it how you want to take it.
That's what Chloe Bailey said.
What? You gotta.
She said, I think it's Angie Martinez's podcast. She said, she wants a man that will basically be too busy to pick up when she calls.
I ain't gonna say that, because sometimes you can pick up, but sometimes you can't.
My thought is right, exactly. Like if I'm too busy to pick up, then I won't pick up, right?
Yeah, but I'll call you back or I'll hit you back.
Right. But my issue is, don't call me if you don't want me to pick up.
Don't call you if you want me to pick up.
Like, why are you calling me if you don't want me to pick up the phone?
Oh, she sounded stupid though.
I get what she's saying. Like, being in a relationship, it's a lot of just random fucking banter. You know what I'm saying? But she want her guy to be doing something where he can't pick up all the time. He ain't saying don't ever be able to fucking pick up the phone.
Yeah, there's gonna be some times like that.
And I get that sentiment, because women like men who are busy, right? But you know that I'm busy. Don't call me.
Well, unless you're not busy all the time. Like, so
she don't know when you're busy.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm talking to somebody and they call me right now, I wouldn't pick up because I'm busy. Mm-hmm. Now they know I do this, but they don't know when. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it got pushed back. You don't know. Yeah. But just chop it up, because it could be over already. You know what I'm saying? Boom, don't pick up. Oh, he's busy. Mm-hmm. Not the fact that, oh, I hope he don't pick up. I get if that's the case, then why the fuck you calling?
That's what I get when she said it, right?
If you don't want to talk, don't call.
That's what I'm saying.
But some people do that, right? Say, oh, man, I hope he don't pick up. I just want to let him know that I called, but I really don't want to talk to him. But I just want my missed phone. I want my missed call in his phone to let him know. Even though I really don't want to talk to him, but I just want to let him know I tried to call. It's just
conversation.
Yeah, but women,
checking up on you.
Women play all type of fucking games, though. That's what women do.
And that's what I hear when I hear that.
Women play all type of fucking games.
That's what I hear when I hear her say that.
Yeah, that's
like,
all they do.
Why are you calling me if you don't want me to pick up? Yeah. Ever.
Yeah.
But so this article, right?
Yeah.
It's off abcnews.go.com, right? Mm-hmm. It says EPA raises amount of ethanol that must be blended with gas.
They raised it?
They raised
the amount of ethanol. A capital society. I mean, what is it? Is it capitalist society? Society.
Yeah.
You know, I'm country. A capitalist society. That's what people do. I'm not on the verge. I don't really be liking that when they do that, because it's like, I understand, you know, it's like when you're a billionaire, how much money is too much money? Not saying that people should have a cap on how much money they can do, but it's like, if you just still got all this money, like, why would you still be charging people crazy amounts for this and crazy amounts for that? I understand you should have to get bread, though. That's what I'm saying, though. That's why I say what we live in. So I don't be really studying that shit. I know it's gonna be high. It's gonna be. Hey, it is what it is.
You know that just. That's what I think. Okay, so essentially that's what the article is saying, right? Yeah. It's increasing the amount of ethanol and gas, so it can burn faster. So you have to end up going back to the gas station faster, right? But with you mentioning inflation, I think. Do you think this is a question? Mm-hmm. Do you think inflation? What do you think causes inflation? And by what I mean, what do you think causes inflation? My theory, my conspiracy theory, I guess you can call it, is somebody just decides. Somebody that's unseen to almost everybody decides. You know what? I want to charge people more for the same thing. So what do you think that may be accurate, or do you think that there's a specific reason for it?
It's just over time things just go up, because if everything will stay the same, we're just like we'd be in the 1950s. We'd be started driving the same cars, doing the same things, not having internet, not having Wi-Fi. So the more you keep living, the higher things get. That's just, it is what it is. It's just I don't know if it's an unwritten rule or somewhere, but the more you live, the more things just go up in price.
So think about it like this. This is the way I think about it. So you work your job, you want to get paid more.
Yeah.
For them to pay you more, and everybody else, they got to raise prices to continue to pay you more.
Yeah.
So as time goes on, everybody wants to get paid more. So if everybody wants to get paid more, things that they produce are going to have to cost more. Don't get me wrong, it's the 1% at the top who still raising stuff, right? Yeah. Especially like you see it real heavy in pharmaceutical companies, where they'll change the price of a life-saving pill from $5 a pill to $200 a pill. You know what I'm saying? That's pure greed.
Right.
But for the most part, when goods that are being made in places that's inflation. Everything kind of gradually raises up. Now, if you don't want stuff to raise up, you got to be okay with making $10 an hour for the rest of your life. You don't want stuff to go up. Like
to both of y'all point, right? I see where y'all coming from, right? Mm-hmm. But I think that would mostly apply if they were creating more of the same position that requires a lot of money, right? So, for instance, let's just say a building has one overall manager, and under that overall manager, there are 4 managers, and under them, there's their employees, right? Mm-hmm. That would make what you guys are saying make sense. Mm-hmm. But I think the way, in order for it to really be like that, they would have to create more managerial positions. So go from 4 to 6, 8, mm-hmm. and create more overall manager positions. Mm-hmm. Because what's happening is they're not creating more jobs. They're just replacing people who are already there, who are already in these positions. Mm-hmm. They're mixing and matching. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm thinking, like, I mean, it is ultimately is a matter of capitalism. Yeah. But I was just wondering, is it?
Because like you say, like, it's just the same time frame. It's just like, because like what we make now is compared to like going back and still making $10 an hour.
Right. Yeah.
So if they left everything like $10 an hour, but we're still like Back to the Future though. Things wouldn't gradually like change and wouldn't gradually like get better over time if we stopped making the same amount of money. Things would not change. We'll still be driving like the same cars and stuff like that. We wouldn't have all these electronics and stuff in our cars. We'll be having just all carburetors, goddamn.
But is that like what's going on is people are trying to make life more convenient as opposed to it's not a matter of necessity with the stuff that's
it's just making it more easy, more you want to live, like making it more where you want to do things and you want to make more money to get the things that makes your life even that much easier.
Right, and that's what I'm really getting at, right? Because it's a matter of creating convenience versus bettering necessity.
It's true. It's true. Because the internet didn't shrunk the whole world. Like, social media really, really shrunk the whole world.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, bro.
For us to see other cultures and us to see things that's happening halfway across the world or next state over or whatever like that, it's really, whoa.
Yeah, man, I hear you. So, but I don't know where our time at. But I think we about at least an hour in.
Probably pretty good. Motherfucking eating fish sticks. I was talking about it's healthy. Go ahead, that's what the message, man. You gave us the message, man. Tell us about how not to eat fish stick sandwiches.
Don't eat fish sticks thinking that they're healthy, guys. I thought I was getting away. Finding an alternative.
You know that shit's gonna come back up sooner or later. I was just waiting on a good time. I wanted Jay every day to be in, but I couldn't wait. I had to go and get you that.
So, the message I have for today is one that I've been thinking about, right? Uh-huh. So, one thing that a lot of people, most of us, pursue in life is relationships, right? And I mean like boyfriend, girl, air quotes, boyfriend, girlfriend relationships.
Girlfriend, boyfriend. You know, you gotta put everybody in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me stop because it's your mess.
This will apply, right? Okay. So one of the ways that one of the goals in pursuing the person is to get to know them, right? This is my mesh. If you really want to know the true character of a person, pay attention to the friends that they surround themselves with. Because you realize, and I had to think about this myself, you never really see a group of married men with one single man friend, right? And vice versa. You never see, or hardly ever see, a group of single men or single friends and one of them is married when they hang out all the time, right? I don't see it in most cases, right?
Yeah, in most cases, but
it exists. It exists, but in most cases the dynamic is different. Mm-hmm. How they live their life is different. The conversation is different, right? So if you want to see the true character of a person, take a look at their friends. Go check out the Will Hill Show. Actually, it's probably going to be, I don't know if it's changed yet, but change to the No Absolutes podcast, man. Go check them out. It's great content, great conversation.
Yeah. I'm probably going to be on an episode probably coming up sooner or later.
Cool. And this podcast is sponsored by the 1448 Bakery. It's 1448baconco.com. Go check out the website, place your order, and at checkout, type in KNoWKi. Get 15% off of your order. This has been another edition of the KNoWKi podcast. Wear your crown, build your legacy, kings. It's your man Spaces.
This is Jay Everyday Soundman Day. Hey, this your boy Mal, meeting the John.